Exporting your data is a common and important tool that is available within any CRM or lead management system. As you can see here, I have a new recent download available, which I can open. I'm going to go ahead and close this out so that way I can go through the exporting process overall. When you export a list, if you have permission to do so, you'll see an export button usually towards the top right of either a report or a list. You have the ability to export via CSV as the most common export option. When you export, it's going to take the data that you have currently visible on your screen, whether that be just page 1 or multiple pages. As you can see here, I have 102 records in my current list. It will also export the data columns as you have them appearing on your screen. In most systems, the default setting is only admins have the ability to export. For the users that don't have permission, this export button is invisible. It's hidden altogether. So they just see manage columns and add lead here. If you needed to open up those role permissions to other departments or roles within your system, you can click on settings and you can go to role permissions. From here, you can search for export, and as you can see in this particular system, both admin and director have the ability to export, and to open it up further, you can click these buttons and save permissions, and that export button will appear for anyone in those user roles. Please note, export should be given, it should be an important permission that you give with a lot of thought involved, because oftentimes admin is the only user role that has access to. Now, when you export a list, what happens is when you press this button, it will go to your export report. You can always click on it to see any exports that you either have done in the past or that you have upcoming. As you can see here, I have a couple downloads that I did earlier today that are available to download. Exports are typically available very quick unless you have a really high number of records that you're looking to export. In that case, depending on the number of records, it might take longer to process, and in some situations they may process after hours if it's a very large data set, in order to avoid disruption with your performance during the day. So if you are an admin planning on doing several exports or very large exports, please plan accordingly. If you have any questions about how to export, role permissions, etc., please let us know.